Namaskar. Welcome to Ahara Arogya Adhyatma, the light of samskara. Today we have Lakshmi S, who is trained neurologist, and she is a gold medalist from NIMHANS. And apart from that, she has worked in St. John's in the autism department. So she has her own center, and apart from that, she is an autism specialist too. So today, let us welcome her to learn more about autism. Welcome, Dr. Lakshmi.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. I'm a psychiatrist, ma'am. Just
Yeah,
correcting.
psychiatrist. Yeah, okay, okay.
Yeah.
My question is this autism a genetic one? Is it inherited from the parents, or what is it? Or it is because of the problem after the birth? What is it?
It's a neurodevelopmental disorder, like we call, ma'am. So it is there. I mean, it is not that after birth something goes wrong and that's why the child develops autism. It would have, it is by birth that autism is there. But it gets picked up a little later, usually between 1 to 3 years of age, because parents might find it difficult to recognize these symptoms of autism since the motor development etc is normal in it. So the child is sitting, standing, walking, running, all that normally. Parents may not recognize that something is wrong with their child. So
Okay.
it might get picked up later, but it is a developmental disorder and it is there
Okay.
since birth.
Okay. If you say it is since birth, we call it as a congenital. Like, we see the congenital heart disease, or we have the neurological nuchal problems of meningocele, etc. They're all picked up in the fetal echo or the ultrasound prior to the birth. But is it possible to recognize this or not?
Mostly no. It doesn't get
Okay.
picked up in any of our prenatal scans. Unless it
Okay.
is associated with another genetic syndrome, that
Hmm.
time it may get picked up if there are other
Hmm.
abnormalities as well.
Hmm.
But just autism, we
Hmm.
don't have any solid prenatal tests as such to detect. So most
Okay.
often when the child is born,
Hmm.
people think the child is normal only.
Hmm.
Only after a certain point where we begin to recognize that the child is not socializing, child's speech and language is not appropriate, that is when slowly we'll begin to feel that, oh, there is something wrong with this child.
Hmm. So that means the milestones are normal, the crawling and walking, everything is normal, but only after 2 to 3 years, the behavioral changes are different. So, what are the specific changes that one notices so that they have to come to the psychiatrist?
Mm. The motor milestones are normal, but socialization and communication, there we see a major deficit in autism. So when I say socialization, it is about mingling with other children, making eye contact while talking, responding to their names when called. So these kind of, when it comes to how the child reacts in a social environment, there are a lot of deficits. Autism children usually want to, like, play alone. If you take them to the park, you'll see that they are sitting in one side and playing alone rather than mingling with other children and
Oh.
playing. So, and then the second one is language and communication. They may not develop adequate speech, or in some children, even if they've developed some speech, it may regress. That is, suddenly the child who was talking few words seems to like lost speech now. That may also happen. So there are a lot of problems in communication, both non-verbal and verbal. And the third thing is they will have repeated movements. It can be turning, it can be hand flapping, it can be in terms of repeatedly saying some words, repeatedly doing some actions, listening to the same kind of sound again and again. Sensory problems, they are very sensitive to light, sound, food, texture, these things. So all these are the collectively I'm just naming. There are a lot to learn, but these are the kind of symptoms. So it is not so much to do with the child is unable to walk or sit or run.
So, like the cerebral palsy, do they have a lack of intelligence or low intelligence, or are they doing well in the studies, or what is the problem?
So there's no rule that all autistic children should have low IQ. Majority of them may have normal IQ. Only some population they'll have both. Like they'll have intelligence problems also and autism also. But in autism, IQ is normal. In fact, some children may have higher IQ and they may be exceptionally well in certain
Good. Yeah.
abilities like mathematics or remembering names, dates. Certain people are very good with we call it as savant abilities. So they
Okay.
have that. So most of the children, they can actually study in normal school, but they may need support from the school because there are other problems, right? So the school needs to be a little more supportive and inclusive, but they can study in normal schools.
Okay. Okay. So, how early do you think that the parent should bring the child to show it to the thing for the treatment? Because is there any treatment, specific treatment for this or not? And some people talk about the stem cell therapy. Is it true? Has it been proved or not?
Yeah. Treatment is largely through training, therapy. And when you ask how early should they bring, as early as possible, because early intervention is extremely important. That is where we see changes when the child is brought in very early. The thing is, they might fail to recognize the symptoms. That's all. In fact, if you very keenly observe, the child, we have social smile and all developing in the child as
Yeah.
early as 2 to 3 months, right? Even
Yes.
that is impaired in these children. But parents don't recognize it that early. That's all.
But
So as early as possible.
after Corona, we have seen this socializing has come down considerably in the normal children also, because
Yeah.
that they have not seen anyone other than their parents. Because it is not like the joint family in the past, no, where they used to be always happy with the socializing and happy with the
True.
relation. So that problem also could be there, no, added up to that.
Yeah, yeah.
Or
That
this
could
is
actually
different. Yeah.
confuse people, I think, because many
Yeah.
children
Yeah.
also don't
Correct.
socialize now. So they may think this is normal, but definitely the deficits are much higher in autistic children.
Autism.
So
Okay.
the treatment is primarily through therapy, speech therapy, occupational therapy, ABA, sensory training. So it's all through therapies and not so much to do with either medicines or any form of, like you said, there is a misconception that stem cell therapy may will cure autism completely, which is not true at
It's
all.
not.
The child has to go through intense training therapy for many years. That's when we start seeing changes in the child.
Yeah, yeah. Now, when you said no, I remember Damascus, one of the greatest orator in Greek, he had stammering. But then, he goes in front of the ocean, and when the waves are coming, he would raise his voice above that waves sound. And then he used to repeatedly go on and on and on and saying, and ultimately he became a greatest orator. So that's how, any training or any sort of thing, no, you can overcome the lack or the deficit in the person. And this the parent should realize, because they should not think that the child is dumb, the child is not picking up, child is not mixing up. No, that is not the thing. Now, suppose that one child has got the autism, and the parents, say, no, 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 I'm fed up of this one child only. I don't want another child. Is there a chance of the second child also getting autism, or what is it? Because you said it is a genetic one.
Yeah, yeah. There is slightly higher risk in the second child, but that doesn't mean that parents should not have a second child. We do genetic tests and other few of the chromosomal tests, etc., to find out if at all they have any recognizable genetic problem. If that is not there, then we recommend that they can go for a second pregnancy, but maybe slightly some 5 to 10% chance of the second child also having autism is there. Slight risk. It's not a rule that the second child will also have autism. In fact, in longer run, the second child, if it's normal, it may be able to help the
The
first
older
child
child,
and
older the
in
child. Yes,
caretaking,
yes, yes,
etc.
yes,
Otherwise,
yes.
it becomes very difficult, like after parents who kind of question.
Not only this, I have seen in the other, like Down syndrome and other, the younger sibling, which is normal, it helps the older one
Yeah,
to
yeah,
be more confident and work and all that. That's a thing. No, one child syndrome is not good. So better to have more children, so that no, they can depend on each other and learn from each other, and that's a good thing. Now, suppose the parents, they are worried. how should they realize that they have to come in time to the doctor, and where to go, how to go? What is the guideline for them?
Yeah. It's always important to accept when we see certain changes in our child. Most of the times there is denial. Parents come very late because they keep thinking that my child is normal, nothing is wrong with my child. So they don't even ask anybody. Whereas when
Okay.
you see that your child is not as the other children, the child is not mingling with other children, the child is having some abnormal sounds, making some abnormal sounds, actions, etc., not responding to name. You're calling the child is looking somewhere. When all these things are there, it is better to at least take to a pediatrician. If you don't want to take to a
Yes.
psychiatrist
Yes.
directly, go to a pediatrician, a developmental pediatrician. They will be able to recognize that the
Yeah.
social milestones, the language milestones are not as per age. And they
Okay.
may further refer you to a child psychiatrist or a psychologist. So I think denial is what keeps them away from treatment,
Upfront.
and they come very late in life. What we want is early intervention.
Yeah.
So if they come, after 7, 8 years of age, hardly we'll be able to do anything.
Anything. Okay. So the key thing is the parent should watch carefully whether
Yes.
the child's behavior is normal, mixing with others or not. And even though the milestones are normal, the other milestones, even if the social milestones are not normal, they must
Yes.
go to the doctor, a pediatrician, and get the child tested. And if needed, go to the autism specialist. So, what the
Yes.
autism specialists do? What facility is there now?
Initially, there are a lot of assessments that we do to rule out other causes. We also have to test if the child has intellectual disability, if the child has ADHD. So we want to rule out the other things as well.
Hmm.
So there are a lot of assessments. In some children, we also do things like EEG, because some children may have comorbid seizures, which are
Okay.
not well picked up.
Hmm.
So we do that. We do some metabolic tests and all that.
Hmm.
But if everything else is ruled out, then like I said, it is primarily through therapy. So in speech therapy, the speech therapist is training the child to talk,
Talk.
both
Okay.
verbal and non-verbal communication.
Hmm.
Then in OT, occupational therapy, and we have other few therapies as well, where the child is taught self-help, things like toilet training, looking after oneself, how to be in a social environment. So all these things are taught to the child. Um,
Okay.
so
So that
yeah,
means the dependence on a parents comes down, and then the child can be independent and do the things itself, and then
yeah.
also be
Basically, it
on
is to
par with the
integrate
others.
the child. We have to integrate the child into the real world
Family in
environment.
the world. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So pull it back from its own the its own world to the
Word.
real world.
Yeah,
That's what you're
yeah,
telling.
yeah.
So in fact, one of my associates, all the way she came from Punjab to Bangalore for the treatment for the autism, and then the
Mm.
child recovered, and then afterwards she moved out to Canada. That means that in time she could make out, though she's a pediatric cardiologist, but then she could make out that her child is not normal, but the second
Mm.
child, and that's how
Mm.
the elder child also supported. And I think now both the children are doing well. And I think the key is to come early and have the proper treatment from the specialist so that they are normal. Is there
Yeah.
any need for that not to give some certain food or this food or that food? Can certain foods aggravate this autism?
Nothing very like that. I mean, there is no evidence to say food will directly influence autism. If the child
Hmm.
also has ADHD, that is hyperactivity, there we might say, avoid certain high sugar content foods, junk food, etc.
Like
But per
chocolates
se,
and
for
other things. Yeah.
autism, food is not going to benefit much.
Hmm. Hmm.
The degree of improvement varies, ma'am. There are some children who will move completely out of the spectrum,
Hmm.
whereas some children may not completely move out, but there will
Hmm.
be improvements. So
Okay.
we have to look at micro gains and
Okay.
keep the child in the treatment loop.
Okay. Thank you very much, Dr. Lakshmi. You have been a wonderful psychiatrist, and then you have been doing human service, and you have taught our viewers how to detect autism in time and come for the treatment. so that the child is brought back to the track. Thank you very much.
Thanks.